Is it permissible to apply eyelashes? Now, eyelashes are something that women apply and put as an extension to their own natural eyelashes. So it makes it longer and it gives them, as they claim, more beauty. So what's the ruling on that? If we go back to the Quran and to the Sunnah, we find that the Prophet ﷺ cursed a number of people. And he told us that Allah has cursed these people. And among them are those who make tattoos, tattoo artists, and individuals who have tattoos done on their bodies. This is something that is cursed by Allah Azza wa Jal. And unfortunately, nowadays we find, okay, disbelievers doing it, this is normal. They don't believe in Allah Azza wa Jal. So what's the point in talking about it? They're already disbelievers. But when you find Muslims who abide by the Quran and the Sunnah, and they're influenced by sportsmen, by athletes, by actors, by celebrities who have these tattoos covering their body, and they imitate them, this is problematic. How can a Muslim do such a thing to himself, change the creation of Allah, knowing that Allah Azza wa Jal curses those who do this? Among the things that the Prophet ﷺ told us that Allah curses those who do them is plucking the eyebrows for women. Of course, and for men by default. But usually women do this. So plucking the eyebrows, the woman, the hairdresser who does it, and the woman who's being done to, they're both cursed by Allah and by the Prophet ﷺ. And the Prophet told us ﷺ that al-wasilah wal-mustawsilah, the hairdresser that fixes hair extensions, and the individual, the woman, that has this done to her. This is also something cursed by Allah and by the Prophet ﷺ. So many times people ask, what's the logic? Akhi, there is no such thing as logic per se. Because Allah Azza wa Jal is the owner of the universe. His Messenger sallallahu alayhi wa sallam is the one who's delivering this message to us. And when Allah tells us something, it is disrespectful to say, why? Justify this for me. Give me a reason. Who are you? You're a slave of Allah Azza wa Jal. You are told to do something and you believe. So, as Muslims, we submit our will to Allah Azza wa Jal. Allah tells us that this is prohibited, we stop, we refrain. Now, is there any wisdom? Definitely, there are tons of wisdoms. But we may fail to see it, and we may see some of it. Nevertheless, whether the wisdom is clear to us or not, as Muslims we have to comply. So, when it comes to having hair extensions, this is changing Allah's creation. A woman has thin hair, short hair, wearing such extensions, whether natural or not natural, it gives the look that she is having hair that is not hers. I've seen girls, little girls, wearing a cap with braids falling down. And it looks as if they're theirs. This is haram. So any type of extension, even if made by cloth, some of the women have long hair, but they bring a piece of cloth and they put it underneath and they put layers of the hair on top of it, so it gives them the look of having longer hair than normal or thicker hair than the actual truth. This is prohibited, and the Prophet has cursed those who do that. Now when you come to eyelashes, the scholars say at the time of the Prophet ﷺ, there were no eyelashes. So what's the ruling? They say, let's see if it fits the hadith. Is it hair on the body being extended by something that is not from the body? The answer is yes. The scholars say then this fits the curse of the Prophet ﷺ to those who do them. And by the way, the essence of hijab is generally defied by such women. So sisters ask, what's the ruling on wearing contact lenses? What's the ruling on bleaching our eyebrows? What's the ruling on piercing the nose with an earring, for example, or this or that? Some of, if not all, are halal, generally speaking. But when it defies the purpose of hijab, where the woman herself exposes such decoration or adornment or whatever to non-mahram men to see her, then this becomes haram. She has to cover. So what's the ruling on a woman wearing makeup? Permissible, providing men do not see her, non-mahram men. So she has to cover her face if she goes out. Likewise, when having eyelashes, some scholars say it's okay. Even those who say it's okay, they tell you that you cannot wear the niqab while having these false eyelashes, because it will give you one heck of a look when men look at your eyes. Even if you were a goat. A goat has excellent eye format. And if you put a niqab on a goat and let it sit next to you in the car, people would, look in astonishment. Wow, what a beautiful woman. Because all what they see is big eyes. So a woman should always put at the back of her mind that hijab is not only for her protection, but it's also for the protection of the whole community. People, men in general, they're not the same. There are those who are pious, there are those who are righteous, but there are those who are sick. There are those who are weak. So women by nature, Allah created them to have this magnet in them that pulls men, either by the way they look, the way they sound when they talk, the way they walk, and the sound they make when they walk, whether with high heels or with normal heels. All of these things Satan utilizes to lure men to sin. And this is not your problem as a woman, as a sister, but your problem is to abide by the Quran and Sunnah. And hence, Dina, this is not permissible, and Allah Azza wa Jal knows best.